For the next 15 seconds, I want you to imagine a version of yourself who fears nothing, doubts nothing, and limits nothing. A version of you who moves like success is inevitable, who thinks like wealth is natural, and who acts like every step is a step into abundance. Hold that image, feel it, because the only thing standing between who you are and who you could be is the program running inside your mind, and today, we are going to rewrite that program forever. Hello and welcome to the channel. My friend, you and I are about to step into a new dimension of understanding because wealth, true wealth, never begins in the pocket. It begins in the mind. Your interior world creates your exterior world, and your exterior world reflects the exact shape, clarity, and power of everything happening within you. If your interior world is chaotic, doubtful, fearful, or limited, your exterior world will express those same limitations through your circumstances. But if your interior world is precise, intentional, disciplined, and aligned with success, the exterior world reshapes itself to match that frequency. The principle is simple. To change your life on the outside, you must change your identity on the inside. Financial transformation is never an accident. It is the effect of mental alignment. A wealthy mind produces wealthy behavior. Wealthy behavior produces wealthy results. So today, I will guide you through the process of reprogramming your mind for wealth. Step by step, layer by layer, belief by belief. And when we are done, you will not simply want wealth. You will expect it. You will think in ways that naturally attract opportunities. You will move like someone who already possesses prosperity, and you will begin to live in alignment with the laws that govern abundance itself. To begin this inner transformation, I want you to understand that every thought you accept becomes a blueprint. Every belief becomes a command. Every repeated emotional pattern becomes part of your mental identity, and your mental identity determines your financial destiny. We do not earn beyond what we believe we are worth. We do not rise beyond the boundaries we set for ourselves. If a person believes money is scarce, they behave in ways that perpetuate scarcity. If a person believes money is abundant and obtainable, they think creatively, act boldly, and build structures that attract prosperity. Now, let us step together into the first stage of reprogramming, the rewiring of your deep internal beliefs surrounding wealth. My friend, you must first confront the truth that the mind you have right now is not the mind that will take you to wealth. That mind was shaped by childhood impressions, environmental influence, cultural conditioning, repeated emotional experiences, and the opinions of those who were themselves conditioned by limitation. Many people walk through life with inherited beliefs, beliefs they never examined, beliefs they never challenged, beliefs that act like invisible chains. These chains do not rattle or scream, they whisper. And the whisper says, don't dream too big, don't expect too much, stay where you are, be realistic. But realism is often nothing more than socially accepted limitation. In order to reprogram your mind for wealth, you must first declare ownership over your consciousness. You must claim authority over your inner world. You must become the engineer of your thoughts, the architect of your beliefs, and the guardian of your mental environment. Wealth begins with intention, but intention must be backed by self-command, and self-command begins with awareness. Think about the thoughts you have about money on a daily basis. Do they empower you or weaken you? Do they expand your possibilities or shrink them? Do they ignite creativity or activate fear? Every thought is a seed, and if your mind is filled with seeds of scarcity, you will continue to harvest scarcity. But when you plant seeds of expansion, discipline, abundance, and purpose, you harvest prosperity in due time. This brings us into the second stage of transformation, where the interior begins to express itself through new behavior, new decisions, and new ways of interpreting the world. Wealth is never achieved by wishing. It is achieved by alignment between belief, intention, and action. And your actions will only change when the foundation of your thoughts has changed. A wealthy mindset is characterized by 10 core principles: clarity, responsibility, resilience, delayed gratification, opportunity recognition, decisiveness, courage, personal initiative, strategic thinking, and the willingness to outgrow old versions of oneself. These principles operate like the internal compass of the wealthy. They allow an individual to move with confidence even in uncertainty, to act boldly even when others hesitate, and to trust that every step taken toward growth will eventually produce results. Clarity is the first anchor. A wealthy mind is crystal clear about what it wants. Not vague, not passive, not someday. Wealthy thinkers speak in specifics. They set targets. They define outcomes. They know the lifestyle they want, the impact they want to make, the financial structure they intend to build. Clarity creates direction. Direction shapes decisions. Decisions construct results. Responsibility is the second anchor. To reprogram your mind for wealth, you must accept full responsibility for every part of your life, your habits, your environment, your income, your focus, your time allocation, your learning, your behavior. Wealthy individuals do not blame market conditions, family history, political circumstances, or luck. They look inward, not outward. They ask, what must I change about myself to create the results I want? Resilience is the third anchor. Wealth requires persistence. No financial journey is smooth, but wealthy minds interpret setbacks differently. They see them as data corrections, adjustments, or redirections. The average mind sees obstacles as dead ends. The wealthy mind sees them as part of the process. Delayed gratification is the fourth anchor. People with a wealthy mindset understand the power of discipline and patience. They will sacrifice today for a greater reward tomorrow. They will invest rather than consume. They will build systems rather than chase shortcuts. They will endure temporary discomfort for permanent results. Opportunity recognition is the fifth anchor. Wealthy minds see what others overlook. They scan for possibilities. They look for gaps in the market, inefficiencies in systems, unmet needs, or overlooked problems. They train their perception to detect opportunities the way a musician hears tone or a painter sees color. Decisiveness is the sixth anchor. Wealth demands action. A wealthy mindset does not hesitate endlessly. It analyzes, decides, and moves. Successful individuals understand that time is their greatest asset, and delay is the thief of progress. They act, adjust, refine, and continue moving forward. Courage is the seventh anchor. Wealthy individuals embrace risk. Not reckless risk, but calculated risk. They understand that expansion requires stepping into unfamiliar territory. They know that every great leap begins with uncertainty. Fear is not an enemy. Fear is a compass pointing toward growth. Personal initiative is the eighth anchor. Wealthy minds create momentum. They start projects. They build systems. They seek knowledge. They take action without waiting for permission. They understand that success favors the proactive. Strategic thinking is the ninth anchor. Wealth is never the result of random action. It is the outcome of intelligent planning. Wealthy individuals think long-term. They analyze patterns. They position themselves in industries with potential. They build networks. They invest in skills. They leverage knowledge. The willingness to evolve is the 10th anchor. A wealthy mind is never static. It grows, adapts, and transforms. Wealthy individuals outgrow limiting identities, unproductive habits, unhelpful relationships, and outdated beliefs. They understand that to reach the next chapter of life, one must become a new character. When these principles begin operating in your interior world, your exterior world transforms almost automatically. Opportunities appear. Decisions become clearer. Discipline becomes natural, and your financial trajectory shifts. This leads us into the third stage of transformation, embedding wealth principles into your subconscious mind so they become part of your identity. My friend, wealth is not achieved by motivation alone. It is achieved by repetition. The subconscious mind accepts what is repeated with emotion. If you repeatedly tell yourself that money is difficult to earn, your subconscious accepts that command. If you repeatedly declare that wealth is within your reach, your subconscious aligns itself with that expectation. To reprogram your mind for wealth, you must consistently feed it new instructions. Daily affirmations, visualizations, intentional self-talk, written goals, structured reflection, and a consistent emotional state of expectation. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools. When you visualize wealth, you activate the same neural pathways as if you were living it. You prime your mind for success. You rehearse your future. You experience the emotions of achievement before the achievement manifests. This creates internal alignment. An internal alignment accelerates external results. Affirmations are another essential tool. You must speak to yourself like someone destined for greatness. You must declare your worthiness, your capability, your vision, your financial destiny. When repeated daily, these words sink into the subconscious mind and shape your self-image. And your self-image determines your financial ceiling. Environment is also crucial. Your surroundings influence your thoughts. Your thoughts influence your beliefs. Your beliefs influence your behavior. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, or low standards, your mind cannot rise. But when you surround yourself with ambition, learning, inspiration, and growth-oriented individuals, your mind expands. And when your mind expands, your financial potential expands as well. Finally, aligned action is the bridge between mental programming and real-world wealth. You cannot simply think wealthy. You must act wealthy, not in spending, but in discipline, in strategy, in initiative. Every day you take at least one step toward your goals. Every day you commit to learning, refining, and improving. Every day you reinforce the identity of someone who creates wealth. You are not reprogramming your mind for money alone. You are reprogramming it for confidence, for vision, for clarity, for purpose, for leadership, and for a life that reflects your true potential. Wealth is not the destination, it is the byproduct of becoming the highest version of yourself. When the interior world becomes aligned, disciplined, and empowered, the exterior world reshapes itself to match. That is the law. My friend, remember this final truth: wealth is not created by chance. Wealth is created by consciousness. The moment you change your mind, you change your destiny. And from this moment forward, you are no longer operating with the mind of your past. You are operating with the mind of your future. With a wealthy mind, a powerful mind, and a mind capable of shaping a life of abundance. Your reprogramming begins now. Your transformation begins now. And your wealth journey begins now. Let this be the turning point where the old programming fades and a new identity takes form. Move with intention. Think with clarity. Act with purpose. Build with discipline. And expect the life you are capable of creating. Because it is already waiting for you.